Now, Prime Minister Narendra Modi is heading to the Vivekananda Rock Memorial in Kanyakumari in Tamil Nadu tomorrow for a two-day meditation retreat right ahead of the last phase of the Lok Sabha polls. The opposition has raised objections to it and decided to file a complaint with the Election Commission of India, claiming that this is a violation of the Model Code of Conduct. This raises the question that whether it is a repetition of whatever Prime Minister Narendra Modi does with regards to his faith evokes criticism from the opposition. Whether it was his Kedarnath meditation retreat during the 2019 Lok Sabha elections or when he visited Dwarka in Gujarat just a few months ago for an underwater Dwarka darshan. Whether he visits Ayodhya Ram Mandir or he ends up travelling and visiting temples all across the country. Why must a person's faith be in question? Why must it be politicized? And with the elections almost over and voting complete in 90% of the seats, does Prime Minister Narendra Modi's meditation retreat really impact the citizens' mandate? Does the Prime Minister's meditation retreat violate the Model Code of Conduct? Is this silence campaigning during the silence period of the Model Code of Conduct? Let's try to understand it, get reactions from the panelists who join me on the telecast right now. I'm starting a conversation with George Kurian, Congress leader. George, why is there a question raised on a person's faith? Whether it is Prime Minister Narendra Modi who went to Kedarnath and meditated over there, or now after 5 years when he is going to Kanyakumari at the Vivekananda Memorial and going to be doing a 48-hour meditation, how does it matter if he meditates or not?
Good evening to you, to my co-panelists from the debate and to your audience. Let me begin by saying that, it's a good habit to meditate once in a while because, it makes you realize who you are and what's your purpose in life. And it also, makes an individual stronger physically and mentally. Having said that, let me also reiterate and for the benefit of your audience is that, we have no issues as far as Prime Minister Modi is taking this meditation, which I hope it will help him physically and mentally to, stabilize himself and, to take appropriate steps and in the larger good of the people of the nation. Having said that, the Congress party has taken cognizance of the same and, decided to approve the Election Commission because it's during the silence period, as you rightly mentioned, and, it also violates the Model Code of Conduct here. So we'll look into that. Keeping that aside, I strongly believe that, the Prime Minister, it's time for him to retire at this point in time. And, come 4th of June, the Congress party is taking over along with the India bloc partners. We are going to form the government. We are having a, inclusive manifesto for the people of India at large. And we are confident we are breaking it. And we are already 265 plus. It's just a matter of over 10-15 seats that, we are short of. And we are confident in the last phase of election, we'll overcome that as well.
That's your pitch for your bid to win the election as you reach out to the people. But I'll come back to that. That's not the discussion that I want to have right now, whether Prime Minister should retire now or should he not. I'm going to get, I also have with me Mukesh Tyagi, BJP spokesperson. Now, Mukesh Tyagi, what George says, that there is nothing wrong in meditating, in doing tapasya, but the timing of it is something that is questionable.
I think I'm absolutely aghast to listen to this kind of a objection being lodged by the opposition to the Election Commission that Prime Minister Modi's 2 days retreat or 3 days, whatever it is, spiritual retreat in Kanyakumari is a violation of Code of Conduct. Prime Minister Modi's very, very strong propensities to meditation, religion, his after 2019 he went to Kedarnath, 14th also he went for some retreat. So it is not something he's doing for the first time. Election has come to an end. He has been on a marathon. But if Rahul Gandhi wants to go to Italy and go to Vatican for Pope, he's more than welcome to go. Mamata Banerjee can go to some mosque and do her namaz. So I don't think we will be objecting to this kind of a thing. So, but I think raising this objection this time, and will it alter the election landscape? That is number one. Already he has done he's campaigning. There is a silence period. And if he's doing the meditation, what is wrong with that? He's a workaholic.
Yeah, but the questions that are being raised by the opposition, whether it is Mamata Banerjee or it is the Congresses, he is doing this meditation. He's doing this meditation in a period that lies between the initiation of the Model Code of Conduct and the election on June 1st. So the question is, why do you bring in the cameras? Why are you doing this for optics? And even if he's meditating, why should it come under the media glare?
Megha, this is completely within the prerogative of the Election Commission. If it is done with the intention, if we know, entire world knows Prime Minister Modi's very, very deep faith in religion and spiritualism. If Model Code of Conduct is being violated, I think anybody goes, any celebrity goes, Rahul Gandhi goes tomorrow to any of these pilgrimages, the camera follows them. They are the celebrities. So there is you can't stop them. Then you will say it's a breach of freedom of expression. But Election Commission has a right to alter its course. They can even whatever they want. So it's not something, but they cannot primarily object to his spiritual retreat. This is where my objection is.
So then, one more, it could, the argument could play both ways, Mukesh, because on one end, you see Amit Shah and other Congress leaders doing these public addresses during the campaigning period, attacking Rahul Gandhi, attacking him and saying, he takes vacations and travels to Thailand and he goes to Italy and he goes to Cambridge and so on and so forth. And here it is when Prime Minister Narendra Modi goes for a meditation retreat and the Congress is attacking the Prime Minister, talking about violation of Model Code of Conduct. So should it not be wiser for the BJP to not attack Rahul Gandhi wherever he wants to travel, whether he wants to go on a holiday to any part of the world, or he wants to meditate, or he wants to go to a church, or he wants to go to a temple?
No. The objection has been always raised against Rahul Gandhi. First of all, his mysterious disappearance without knowing where destination he is going. He never disclosed, if you remember many years back, he disclosed, everybody was trying to find out where is Rahul Gandhi gone. Then he disappears when there are vital national development here. For example, farmers' protest. So his retreat is far more, qualitatively very, very, hedonistic. But where Prime Minister Modi's is we are deeply religious country. We are deeply spiritual country. And he is a great devotee of Vivekananda.
It depends on an individual. I mean, somebody who meditates and good for them. But if a person finds enjoyment to take a break after a long period of election or after a long period of campaigning, decides to go and vacation on a beach or go to the hills, is his prerogative.
That's right. Megha, what I'm saying is Prime Minister Modi has got a very tight calendar schedule. After 4th, he will be absolutely busy in forming the cabinet. Now he will have no time left. And as you have seen it, the day he wins, next morning he's back into his action. His full day action plan is ready. His schedule is ready. There will be parliamentary board sitting. Who will be the cabinet minister? Who will be doing what? He has got a huge agenda ahead of him. Today I was listening to one conversation how they have developed a micro plan at every district level, how the development is happening. So he's not going to just... So he might be finding these 2 days to do that groundwork and his spiritual recovery, which is something which he does almost every day. He does yoga.
All right. Fair enough.
And one line. If it is going to make a difference to the election, I think Congress is in a very, very difficult situation right now. It shows their desperation and insecurity. That's
Rahul Ishwar, how do you view Prime Minister Narendra Modi's retreat for meditation and the place that he has picked, Kanyakumari? It is where Swami Vivekananda got nirvana, and also his journey towards the development for prosperity and sacrificing all for the motherland. And that was the way he moved forward in building India, in propagating India across the globe as well. Now, how do you view this visit? First, it was Kedarnath in 2019. It is now sort of becoming a pattern in 2024 as well. Right ahead of the last phase, Prime Minister is again going for a meditational retreat.
Meghaji, surprisingly, I am coming back from Kanyakumari. I have gone there to take a management session for niche college there on branding. So, there is an interesting connection. Of course, we all know PM Modi ji is a very spiritual person, and I think we should celebrate that spirituality. But as we all know, politics or public perception is also a matter of branding. And Modi ji is a master of it. We should honor and respect him for that. He has branded India in a global level in a great way in G20 and so many other things. And also, there is a spirituality involved. As we always know, there is a subtext of political branding involved, and PM Modi ji wants to showcase dharma in a very positive way. I think we should celebrate and welcome it. See, what Congress and what Rahul Gandhi ji should ideally be doing it, he should go to Rajghat, he should go to another place. See, these are the occasion, like Mukesh ji rightly said, they are huge celebrities, they are huge netas of our nation. Cameras will follow wherever we go. Go to Rajghat, go to Mahatma Gandhi Samadhi, go to Sabarmati Ashram, go to Vivekananda Ashram, go to Belur Math, or go to any holy place where you like. Naturally, cameras will follow. So Modi ji, being a master craftsman, also a leader, also a politician, also a spiritualist, knows the significant spiritual value and social value of such visits. Mahatma Gandhi used to regularly do it. Mahatma Gandhi inaugurated Bharat Mata temple in UP, rightly pointing out Bharat Mata is what we should worship and we should come together. He used to have Holy Quran and Bhagavad Gita together in his ashrams or together in the chantings. See, spirituality is a great identity, and Vivekananda rightly says, Swami Vivekananda points out, every nation has a core identity, and India's identity is spirituality. So, and especially I am very happy being a South Indian and Indian from South that PM is coming to southern parts continuously and giving attention to South, and he is highlighting Vivekananda Rock in a very good way. So we should celebrate such occasions rather than complaining. See, Rahul Gandhi, I would submit, should either go to Rajghat or go to Sabarmati Ashram or go to Mahatma Gandhi space or any other space. See, this is how you positively compete. We need positively competing people rather than complaining people. You go, if he's going 2 steps ahead, you go 3 steps ahead. So that will also encourage Modi ji to go the extra mile and go 5 steps ahead. See, this is how any nation progress. Rather than complaining and criticizing, it should be positively moving ahead. And I hope our good friends in Congress and Sri Rahul Gandhi will think about such a positive step, which will give a good check to Narendra Modi ji.
Interesting. Syed Asad Abbas, what do you have to say about what Rahul Ishwar says? He says you should compete with your competitor, and instead of playing negative politics, why don't you do a one-upmanship where Prime Minister Narendra Modi and BJP will be forced to then, move forward in a bid to counter you or bid to one-upman you?
Compete in terms of progress, development, absolutely no competition whatsoever. When it comes to between you and your Lord, there is no competition there. Spirituality is something which is very personal. I'm a spiritual person. I'm also a religious person. But when I go out there to do any sort of spiritualism, meditation, I don't see the need for the cameras. Why should something between me and my Lord, the existence, have a presence of camera? No matter, you might be the biggest celebrity in the world, but if you are true to it, you will not televise it. If you're true to it, you will not have hordes of cameras. Meditation, I'm sure Meghaji, all of us have meditated here. It needs a great level of concentration. It does not need too many people hijacking the place, having 2,000 police personnel, and so on and so forth. Also, we need to understand the Election Commission of India is very clear. How is it not a part of the campaign when one leader is given the unequal advantage of having this?
No, but the Election Commission has not refused Rahul Gandhi if he wants to go to a temple, or if he wants to go to Rajghat, or if he wants to go to any part of the country, he can do so. And the cameras are going to follow him as well.
Who is Rahul Gandhi? I do not concern myself of Rahul Gandhi. I'm talking about the Prime Minister of this nation. Rahul Gandhi can go to Italy or he can go and do whatever he wants. All I'm saying is, Meghaji, when it comes to spirituality,
you are saying that there is a leader, a political leader, who is heading for a meditation retreat, or wherever he may be headed, whether the person is headed to Thailand or Italy, or whether he's gone to Rajghat or Sabarimala. The question here is, yes, the camera, if you are a Rahul Gandhi or Mamata Banerjee or you talk about
Can I make my
Akhilesh
point,
Yadav,
ma'am?
the or you talk about Arvind Kejriwal, the cameras are going to follow you. So
No,
what is the
absolutely not.
contention? What is
Now,
the
allow me to make
problem
my point,
if the
please.
Prime Minister holds a
Be it-
meditation
Ma'am,
retreat?
allow me to make my point. Thank you. Be it Mamata Banerjee, Akhilesh Yadav, Rahul Gandhi, I will condemn unequivocally, unconditionally any leader who wants to broadcast his meditation. Who does that? Tell me. Tell me, name a couple of leaders who are broadcasting
With
their
in
meditation
Kedarnath,
live.
whatever hours, 48 hours that he meditated over there, the 48 hours were not broadcast. It was a glimpse that was given to the media that the Prime Minister is going and
Correct.
meditating at Kedarnath. There were
Correct.
pictures that were clicked, there were videos that were made, and then the media was requested to get out of that place so that the
Correct.
meditation
Okay.
can be done peacefully. And like you said, full
No.
concentration is required.
Absolutely not.
And that's
I don't
exactly
think-
what happened.
Absolutely not.
Yes,
I
I was
disagree.
present 5 years ago.
Allow me to make my point.
I
ma'am.
was
Thank you
present
very
5 years
much.
ago. We played that out on our television
Allow me to
screens
make
as
my
well.
point. Yes, thank you. The fact of the matter is, let us understand what is spirituality, what is meditation. When you're meditating, there needs to be a very strong connection between you and your Lord. And how will it happen when there are so many media people who are focusing and recording you? Isn't it meditation supposed to be in silence? Meditation is supposed to be full of concentration and a connection which you form. Which leader? I would condemn even Rahul Gandhi if he does that. Something so spiritual, something which is so beautiful, a connection between you and your spiritualism and your God, televising it, isn't it giving an added advantage to the Bharatiya Janata Party? When on the days you're supposed to be silent, having a MLA candidate.
You may say it gives an added
Karnataka
advantage
Assembly.
to the BJP.
Ma'am,
I wonder,
you're not-
I don't know how it does. Sumit, would you
Can I-
like to
can I
make a
just
comment over
make-
here
can I
about the
complete my
allegations
point
and the
in 30
complaints
seconds?
that have been filed by the Congress with the
Can
Election
I,
Commission
ma'am,
and
I
how
would
it
appreciate
gives
if I
added
can,
advantage to the
Be
BJP?
allowed without interrupting.
Let
please.
me get Sumit. Yeah.
Can get Sumit, but allow me to make my point.
I'll come back to you. Yes. You're repeating
Coming
your
back,
point.
it's not that, man.
You're repeating your
You
point.
cannot
Sumit,
give an added advantage to the BJP.
you know,
no matter
okay,
what.
you made your point. Syed, you made your point. Sumit, yes.
Your monologue has been longest.
Thank you for having me on your show.
There are 3 interruptions in the monologue.
Let
Three
Sumit
interruptions.
get into the conversation.
I want to make a couple of points. The first point is that if you look at it, what has Congress done? Congress has shot itself in the foot. This could have been an event which could have come and gone. By making a hua and tamasha out of it, it has become a national issue. Thank you, Congress. Thank you to all your people who are advising you. Korean sir, you must compliment Rahul Gandhi and Jairam Ramesh for doing a fantastic work. It's a national issue now. Very good. You did a fantastic job for BJP. You're really helping BJP now. Second thing is, this was a president which Prime Minister Modi did. Third thing is what Meghaji rightly said. Even in the last time, the cameras went up to the cave and the cameras came back. Then 48 hours, 24 hours, he was in the cave. No camera, no media person was there. As far as the police and SPG is concerned, they have to protect him wherever they are. They have to form the cordon. But it was in absolute silence. Now, this talks about what is the Congress's problem with anything that has to do with Hindu faith and Hinduism. If you as a Hindu want to go and meditate, the Congress will have mirchi. Congress ko mirchi lagegi. They will go to election commission. They will go to anything. Now, if it's a matter of faith, I'm going into a cave, I'm going into a room, I'm going to a rock where Vivekananda ji meditated, where Ma Parvati meditated, I'm going there. How does it impact the elections and how does it impact the Congress? If that is the logic, did Congress go and ask election commission ki bhai sari namaz band kar do, sare gurdware band kar do, sare church band kar do? Because if Hindu astha and dharma is going to impact the Congress in election, then why should anybody go to a church? Why should anybody go to a gurdwara? Why should anybody go to a mosque? Then have a national embargo on spirituality till the elections are over. Say no spirituality in this country built till the time election. This talks to you how weak and meek Congress is. This talks about how rattled the Congress is. This talks about how weak the Congress is. My friend Korean was telling us we've got 275 seats. Now, if we look at the actions, what are happening here, I doubt even they have 27 right now. They are really worried they can come below 50 and not lose the National Party tag. Ma'am, this is blatant attack on Hindu faith. You are only targeting Modi because there's something to do, anything to do.
30 seconds to rebut.
Okay. George, I'll come to you. I'll come to you, Syed. George, how do you have to react? Anything and everything that has got to do with Hinduism and Prime Minister's faith is attacked by the Congress, no matter what the issue may be.
Well, I really appreciate, anybody who is optimistic here, but, appreciate the fact that Mukeshji was a little too optimistic. He started talking about the cabinet formation and things like that. Same goes with my friend Sumit here. Having said that, you just cannot compare Swami Vivekanand with Prime Minister Modi. We have absolutely no problem. Prime Minister Modi can go ahead and meditate, but taking undue advantage of the entire thing, and because we are still yet to go with the 7th phase on 1st of June, that is what is concerning, and we have the constitutional right to oppose and put forward our objection to it, and we will do that, and nobody can stop us from doing that. And
Judge, are you at this point of time maybe going back to the drawing board and saying perhaps my media team or my research team did not come up with such a brilliant plan to listen, there are going to be 2 days, 3 days left for the elections to take place, and the best way to get media mileage will be, in fact, Rahul Gandhi or Priyanka Gandhi were to visit these iconic places. I don't know, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Even if you were to look at it from that lens, couldn't Congress have come up with a better plan to counter this? Obviously, whether it is about Prime Minister's faith, whether it is about an individual who is performing a practice, a meditation practice, that's one thing. But wherever a leader goes, wherever a politician as popular as Prime Minister Narendra Modi goes, or for that matter even Rahul Gandhi goes, the media is going to follow them. So what
can I come in?
I'm just trying to understand what is the problem that the Congress has right now. Yes, Mukesh.
What I'm trying to say is, it is called a tube light reaction. What happened when 2019 election, day before the 7th last phase of the election, Prime Minister Modi went to Kedarnath? Did they lodge this objection at that point of time? So there is they are highly opportunistic. They know they are losing the ground. They are raising the superficial objection, and that also establishes their visceral hatred against Hinduism. I mean, they should have welcomed, like they denounced Pran Pratishtha of Ram. They denounced the Pran Pratishtha of Rama. It's the consistent trend of objecting to any kind of a Hindu, any kind of a spiritualism, which is the strength and the asset and the spiritual assets of our country. I'm very ashamed to listen to this kind of superficial objection.
Okay, Rahul, you want to make a point? Yes.
Just one quick submission. I have known Syed Asad Abbasi for a long time. He's a genuine secularist, but I'm a genuine pluralist. See, let us understand that in politics, symbolic is as good as substantial. There is a huge thing for symbolic value. So Modi ji really knows all these aspects of symbolic value. And as a Modi ji admirer too, my request to George Kurian ji will be, please don't make it easy for Modi ji and BJP. See, when you are playing a particular chess, you have to, to follow the rules of the game. And the Election Commission is not a school teacher where you can go and complain to a school teacher whose bache ne baat kiya or he is talking. See, there is a game that's happening, game in the positive sense, not in the negative sense. So symbolic is extremely important. Rahul Gandhi really knows this. That's the reason why on Prana Pratishtha Day in Assam, he wanted to go to a particular temple, and Himant Biswa Sarma ji was objecting to it. So there is definitely a political chessboard that is happening.
Okay.
So if India has to survive, we need a great opposition, and you need to have a good chess players in that. So I hope they will up their game, because then our democracy will be vibrant.
Okay, all right. Syed, you want to make a point? Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. From what I heard from my respective panelists, the way they're showing this is there is a competition between spirituality and going to meditate, and the Congress needs to be better at their marketing and visibility. Absolutely not, gentlemen. I do not think so. But to me, meditation, spiritualism is very, very pure. It's something which is very private. I don't think political parties should use meditation, spiritualism in order to outdo each other. It is something which is very pure and beautiful. That is what I would say to the BJP and the Congress party. Now, the whole spike which comes off let me tell you, Rahul Ishwar, my friend, is aware of the fact I have the greatest of love and respect for my Hindu brothers and the beautiful religion of Hinduism, which is. Here, I'm making a political point, which is, irrespective of any political leader, this undue advantage which comes in is absolutely not fair.
I don't know. What undue advantage? Today, if Rahul Gandhi tweets that, listen, I'm going to I'm going to be headed to a mosque, or I'm going to be headed to a gurdwara, or I'm going to headed to the Somnath temple. Obviously, we are all going to be talking about it.
I will answer
Obviously,
that.
the media will come over there, line up and go click
will
his
answer
pictures
that.
and make videos. I don't know what undue advantage are you talking about over here, Syed,
Allow me
because
to
it's
make
not,
my
it's
point. You've asked
confounding
me a
to me right
question.
now.
Megha, one
Sumit,
point.
You asked
Sumit,
me a
yes, you want to
question.
make a point. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to
Ask
make
me
a
a
point.
question.
Megha, remember
Why undue
last time
advantage?
Gujarat
Sumit bhai,
elections?
Sumit bhai,
Remember last time
ask
Gujarat
me why
elections?
undue advantage.
Rahul
I will
Gandhi was
answer
doing
why
temple
undue
hopping.
advantage.
He was
Sir,
wearing
I don't think-
tribund. He was wearing
Sumit, allow
kurte
me,
ke upar
my friend.
jneyo,
Let
kurte par rudraksh ki mala.
let
He
Sumit
went to
make his
36
point.
Allow me to
temples.
answer this
He went to
question.
36 temples, Megha ji. He was doing temple hopping. He was saying,
Sumit, you need to understand, my friend.
Bhai, mujhe
Okay.
baat-
Let
Sumit
him
to
speak,
speak, yaar.
Syed.
So when Rahul Gandhi does that,
So you are
how is
Sumit's
that
spokesperson,
not
no, Mukesh
influencing
Tyagi.
the elections? And Modi
BJP
ji,
के spokesperson
what's the
होता है,
practices
oh,
religion? It is influencing the elections. What was Rahul Gandhi doing in
Okay, now allow me to
visiting
answer.
36 temples in a day?
Yeah.
Wearing tribund, wearing
Can I answer that?
Janudhari, Brahman, Dattatreya Kol, Kashmiri Pandit. So when
Okay,
he
now-
Yeah.
does this,
Okay.
it is all clear. It doesn't
Okay,
impact
yes.
the elections.
Now, can I answer?
Syed,
Modi
Syed,
ji
30
directness, the
seconds
help
before I
makes
wrap
no-
up. I've already crossed my time.
Okay, Sumit, I was one of the first one who called out Rahul Gandhi for his temple run during elections. Also, as a matter of fact, I don't think so you have ever contested election. If you have, like I have, 24 hours before election is the silent time. You cannot campaign whatsoever. The undue
But
advantage
where is Modi
the
campaigning?
biggest-
He's not
the
even
biggest-
uttering a word. He's not
99.99%
speaking for
Allow me to
anybody.
make my
of this
point,
country
Megha.
have not
Don't
contested
I
the
don't-
election.
Silent means
By
something
Syed,
else.
contesting the
Syed,
election, what
Megha,
does
don't
it
become
mean?
a Godwin
Doesn't
anchor.
Sorry?
Silent means
It's special you contested
Megha,
the
allow me to make my
you can't
point.
hold
No,
public
Sumit,
rally.
you're
You
not
can't
making
hold
any
public
sense.
rally. That is
You are
silent
wasting
means.
your
What are you
time.
talking
Your
about?
argument does not hold ground.
99.99%
All right. I'm out of time. I thank all of you for joining me on the telecast, and we'll of course keep a close watch as tomorrow the Prime Minister is going to be departing to Kanyakumari, and he will be starting his meditation at the Vivekananda Rock Memorial.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.